Lesson 7. Special use for the verb do. Well, do's a very confusing, it can be confusing, and it's a very versatile word. Now remember, in a lesson previous, that we dealt with do as an interrogative word, meaning asking a question. For example, do you understand? Do you smoke? Now, do indicates that this is a question. This is how we have to ask the question, is use the word do. Do you work? Here we have an example of that, and we have another word here. We have another interrogative word, which is what. We're asking about a particular thing. What do you do? Okay? It wouldn't make any sense to do you do? No. We have to ask, something about what you are doing. A interrogatory, what do you do? Okay? In this case, do is the interrogative word, and do here is the verb. Let's take a look at this example. What do you do? Which is the question we asked up there. And the answer is, I'm a cashier. Well, when you answer, you don't have to repeat the do in the question. You just have to use one, say in this case, one of the particular be words, I am. I am a cashier. You can say, what I do is being a cashier, but we Americans like everything really succinct, really to the point. We don't like to waste a lot of words and time and effort. So we cut it down to this really what you want to need to know, and you want to know what I do, and I'm telling you I am a cashier. Here we have some more examples. What do you do? And we're asking a particular thing. What do you, not just what you do, but what do you do and where do you do it? What do you do at work? Okay? Work in this place is the place that you're employed. And what do you do at work? And the answer is, I help customers, of course. The next one is, what do you do every day? Well, for some of us, it's, I go to school. And here we have two different types of words, verbs. It's not just the be verb. We're not asking that type of question. You're using I go to school. Here, another verb, I help customers. Here we have a nice little picture. Just married. That's what it says on the back. It says, what did they do? This is the past tense of that. What did? Remember, do, did. Okay? Did is the past tense. And we're saying, what did they do? We have that do word. They got married. Here we have the past tense of what they did. They got married. Okay? They got married. It's not they do married. Okay? And that's sort of a bit of an exaggeration that you would try to use do in that form. Okay? But anyhow, they have that as an example. Here we have, what is he doing? This is the continuous form of do, meaning this guy doesn't smoke just one cigarette. He's smoking cigarettes all day long. So it's a continuous action. It's in the present tense. What is he doing? Well, he's smoking. And here we have the present continuous for that verb. He's smoking. He is smoking. There's his cigarette in his big mouth. Okay. Now, do is used. I had another one where I tried to distinguish between do and make. Okay, this is do. And it is about action. What type of actions? And here we give the examples here of exercising, studying, cleaning, working, and other general behaviors, okay? So we have the question, what is he doing? Remember, this is something he's doing right now and continuously. And you can see that he's sitting there really pumping away with weights. These are dumbbells in his hand, and he's on this platform. This is a platform where he's standing, and undoubtedly the man is exercising. Okay? So we want to say that in the continuous way, he's doing some exercises. You can see he's exercising. What does he do every day? Well, let's hope he doesn't exercise like that. Well, maybe he does exercise every day. Okay. So he exercises. He does exercises. Okay, we just simply say he exercises. That's the simple way of doing it. Or we can say he does exercises. And he does a lot of exercise. Now I just want to move that so you can get a better focus. Here we have this girl, this beautiful lady. She's on a bicycle. This is a bicycle. And here she's wearing gloves. And she has her bicycling outfit on that she uses for bicycling. And she's wearing a helmet to protect her head in case she falls or something. And here is a water bottle. And that's a bottle that you put water in and you take sips from when you get thirsty when you're bicycling. Okay, let's go up to here. How does she stay healthy? Okay, we want to know why she is so nice and slim and looks so beautiful. Well, the answer is she does a lot of bicycling. She does a lot of bicycling. That is the verb for bicycles and bicycling. Remember, the ing means it's a continuous action. So she's bicycling every day. What does she do every day? She rides her bicycle. Rides her bicycle is what she does. She's sitting on the bicycle. She's pedaling. These are pedals down here. She's pedaling her bicycle. That's what makes it go. Okay, she is pedaling her bicycle. She rides her bike. Or she does a lot of biking. Biking is another word describing, in other words, bike. She rides her bike, but the verb is biking. That's her action that she does. She does a lot of biking. What is she doing? There you are. You can pretty well guess what she's doing. She's cleaning the bathroom, wouldn't you say? A bathroom. This is a bathroom. That's where you go to clean up, to do your things before you go to work in the morning or whenever. Here we have a toilet. This is a sink or a basin. This is the toilet paper. The roll of toilet paper is on that. Back here we have a towel that you dry yourself with after you wash or take your bath. This is a towel rack. That is where you can see they put the towel on that. This is a mirror. Okay, and here is a lovely lady with what? Well, it looks very Mexican. She's got her little cloth here And she is what? She's cleaning the floor. She's cleaning the floor, or we could say she is mopping the floor, because this is what she has, is a mop. And back here she has a bucket full of cleaning solution that she puts on the mop and runs it around the floor to clean it. Okay, so we go back up here, and she's cleaning the bathroom. We can see that. Or she's doing some cleaning. She does a lot of cleaning at home on the weekend. Remember this at word? She's at home. That's telling you where she is. She's not in home. She's at home. Down here, we have another question. What is he doing? Well, let's take a look at what he's doing. He is what we call vacuuming. See that? You know what that is. That's a vacuum cleaner. And here he has the vacuum cleaner brush or instrument that he's vacuuming. I don't know why he's got it up in the air, because he really needs to do it on the floor. Okay? But he is vacuuming. And here over here we have a plant in a pot, a flower pot, sitting on a table. Very good. Let's take a look at this. He vacuuming, or he's doing some vacuuming. Doing. As a continuous action. Here it is, a verb. Well, I guess you can guess what she's doing. This lovely lady here, she's maybe at school. I would say she's at school. Probably not at work, because you generally don't sit in the hall. This is the hall. Remember, it goes between rooms. And these people are what we call standing around. Standing around means that they are in a group, standing up. They're on their feet standing, and they are talking to each other. They're having a conversation. And she's very astute, meaning she's concentrating on what? Her laptop, this computer. She's working with her computer. And what she's wearing here is a lovely sweater. Okay, so let's take a look at this part over here. What is she doing? The question. She's working on her laptop. She's working on her laptop. On her laptop, okay? We're not saying she's working with her laptop, She's working on her laptop. That's what we do when we do something like this. We're working on it. Or she's doing some work on her laptop. She's doing some work on her laptop. Now let's go down to these guys here. We had them before, remember? Do. What are they doing? Okay, we know what they're doing. This guy is undoubtedly washing the dishes. Okay? We can also say he is doing the dishes. And instead of washing the dishes, he is doing the dishes. That's another way of saying that. Here are the plates. This is a cup, and what the cup is on is a saucer. And he has a plate in his hand, and he's wiping it with a towel. Wiping, the process of rubbing that over the surface to either clean it or to dry it. This could be, if it's to dry, it's a towel. If it is to wash, it's a dishcloth. That's what you do with plates. You use a dishcloth to clean it. And he has a mustache. See this? This mustache. And he looks like he's a bit bald, meaning he lacks hair here. He's got a little hair over here, but he's a little bald. Okay, let's move on.